everyone, my name is SREE and today I'm going to be narrating a story about an amazing adventure of Geronimo and the Dragon of Fortune. So now, as narrated, the first step is to actually fit to the vibe of this story. Alright now everyone, so now I'm going to start narrating this amazing adventure of Geronimo Stilton and his friends on the way to Kingdom of Fantasy trying to solve this problem. Geronimo was sleeping in his bed, dreaming about Wither and her dark fairies playing their silver violins. The dream woke him up and he immediately thought of when Queen Blossom, the queen of the Kingdom of Fantasy, gave him a ring, the Winged Ring. The ring allows Geronimo to travel between the real world and the Kingdom of Fantasy. Now, Geronimo then realized he was late for work. As it was the first day of spring, he expected many signs of spring such as birds singing, but instead, the weather was freezing cold, the sky was filled with grey clouds, and the crows were shrieking. There was also a disgusting smell of sulfur. While he was on his way to work, everyone he saw had dark circles under their eyes, and it was as though they hadn't slept a wink. Geronimo thought it was very strange, but soon picked up a feather on his way to work. When he reached at the Rodent's Gazette, everyone was sleeping and was snoring also, and those who were awake were yawning. Geronimo broke the slumber party, and when everyone was awake, they started talking about the same crazy dream Geronimo Stilton had. He started getting worried that something might have happened to the winged ring, so he rushed back home. When he was going back home, he also soon found another feather on his way back home. When he reached in his house, he looked outside the window and saw when Blue Rider, Chatterclaws, and Scribblehopper arrived, he felt a sigh of relief, and then they started questioning him about where the winged ring was. Geronimo went to check in his drawer's nightstand and was shocked that it was gone. Scribblehopper then found pack marks, tracks, and a feather, all belonging to a crow. Blue Rider then inspected it and concluded that it all belonged to a crow named Kruba. It was a crow that could shapeshift, and it was the one that had stolen the ring. They then told him her powers would be multiplied by 1000%, and that was how the energy created a passage between the two worlds, the real world and the Kingdom of Fantasy, making everyone having the same crazy dream. Blue Rider then told Geronimo that the people of the Kingdom of Fantasy had already changed his name into the Foolish One. Blue Rider then suggested that he could use a bit of a change. They all then hopped on Olivia and they all headed to Kingdom of Fantasy. Alright everyone, so we've come to the end of the story because I would like you to use your own wild imaginations to actually imagine whether Geronimo would actually save the day or would not be able to return back the winged ring. Alright, thank you everyone for listening.